Hey guys, how we doing today? This is Wally with LearningNet.com, and if you guys are watching this video, you're probably interested in getting started today with Bluehost's basic web hosting plan itself. What is it? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this review. I'm going to be going over a lot of information, guys, so I want you to feel really relaxed, sit back. That way we can talk about not only Bluehost as a company, but I'm going to be talking about how is it that you can make the best use of their WordPress platform to create your website within a few short moments. Also, in this Bluehost Basic web hosting review, I'm going to be talking about performance, uptime, customer service, all of the features that come with this particular plan itself. And I'm really going to be honing in on who it's really designed for. Okay, so pay really good attention to this review. Bluehost's basic web hosting plan, because we're going to cover all the major points that you need to know before getting started, guys. So I'm really excited that you're on my channel here watching this video. If you guys are new here to this channel, hit the subscribe button right below along with the bell, and that way any future videos, guys, that I put up, you'll be sure to receive them. So whether this is going to be your very first website or you're thinking perhaps to migrate your website over to Bluehost, Bluehost is a really, really nice web hosting provider for creating websites online. Now, Bluehost has been around for well over 20 years, guys. They're a well-known company out there, so well-known that they're even recommended by WordPress.org. If you look, for example, here on WordPress.org's website, what you'll notice off back, guys, that, obviously there are thousands upon thousands of web hosting providers that are out there. Obviously, this Bluehost basic review that we're going through, I don't have time to go through all of them, but you guys know, if you made it to this video, you realize that there are a lot of options in the way of web hosting out there. It's a commodity. Everybody has web hosting. But something that's very unique that you'll find out about Bluehost is that they're listed of the top 3 web hosting providers to use for WordPress. Let me repeat that. You'll notice here on WordPress.org's website that of the thousands of web hosts that are out there online today, there are only 3 that are listed and recommended, that come highly recommended by WordPress themselves. Who is in the number 1 position? Bluehost. Bluehost has over 2 million websites that they're hosting to date on their platform. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. That way you guys can fully appreciate what Bluehost has to offer. Tailing them is DreamHost and then SiteGround, 2 hosts of which that I use as well. But again, WordPress recommends Bluehost, DreamHost, and SiteGround. So again, they come highly recommended. So obviously, they're a really ideal web hosting provider for creating WordPress websites online today. So what exactly is it that you get with Bluehost's basic web hosting plan itself? Well, there are a lot of features, that come with it. Obviously, with the basic plan itself, guys, it's really designed for beginners, people that are just getting started off with their very first website. And so with that, you notice that they have some limited resources that come with it. Of course, when you start creating your website and you progress, month after month, all websites will grow with traffic. They will grow with links and things of that nature. And so obviously what you can do is just scale up according to your web hosting needs itself. But when you think about Bluehost's basic web hosting plan itself, you guys will notice off back that it normally goes for $7.99 per month. But when you guys use the links that are right below, you're going to get a special discount and get it for $2.95 per month. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the pricing a little bit later and how is it that you guys can lock in today with that amazing low price of $2.95 per month. With this plan itself, it'll only allow you to host one website itself. So if you only need to host one website, the Bluehost Basic web hosting plan is ideal for you. If you're an entrepreneur, perhaps like an affiliate marketer, network marketer, and you need to create unlimited websites, multiple websites for different niches that you're probably promoting or different products, services, what have you, the basic plan is not for you guys. It will be better to go with either the Plus, the Choice Plus, or even bump up to the Pro, as those will give you more wiggle room and allow you guys to create multiple websites with additional resources. But the basic plan, as I mentioned before, is ideally for people that are beginners. This is your very first website, or you're simply just an individual who doesn't require much in the way of resources. Speaking about resources, you get 50 gigabytes of SSD storage. All that means in a nutshell is that your web hosting is going to be working on super fast servers, really great performance. Most web hosting providers that are out there don't give you 50 gigabytes of SSD storage. Most on average give you like 10 gigabytes, which is still a lot in the way of space for beginners. One example of that is SiteGround. We mentioned here that WordPress recommends Bluehost, DreamHost, and also SiteGround. And SiteGround, with the very first tier with their startup plan itself, they only give you 10 gigabytes of storage itself, which is still good, but with Bluehost, you're getting 50 gigabytes of SSD storage. So it's 5 times as much. You're getting more resources in comparison with SiteGround and other competitors that are out there. You do get free SSL certificates, not only with Bluehost's basic web hosting plan, but you get them across the board. And why is it that you may need them? In 2018, guys, you may or may not know that Google made a really important announcement that for websites that don't have SSL certificates on their domains, they're going to, one, either rank lower in the search engines, or two, they're going to be marked unsecure by Google Chrome itself. And so Bluehost obviously recognizes that, and they've taken proactive steps to prepare you guys, for it. And for this reason, they're giving you free SSL certificates. One domain that you can actually create. So once you purchase your domain today, you'll be able to create only one website with the basic plan itself. But you will get 25 subdomains. And what are subdomains? Subdomains are basically subsections of your website itself. So a good example of this would be, let's say, for example, you guys are promoting, let's say weight loss products. And you purchase your domain, it's xyzweightloss.com/support or something like that. Or if it's vice versa, maybe like support.xyzweightloss.com. So it's really good to have that because, again, you can set up subdomains where you can send your web traffic, send your customers to. If you want to send them to like a support page, you want to send them to like a contact us page, you want to send them to whatever it is. Maybe you want to create like a forum or something like that. Whatever the subdomain is, you guys will be able to create 25 of them with the basic plan itself. And it may be the case that even as a beginner, you may not need to create subdomains. It'll be all your choice, when you get started. But the point is that you do get those limited resources at your disposal when you get started. And as I mentioned before, all websites with time, guys, will grow. That just comes with the territory. Once you continue to publish content on your websites and, it continues to grow, and that, obviously you'll want to scale up to perhaps a plus where you have more resources, more unlimited features that'll help you to, again, achieve your goals online with your websites itself. So Bluehost across the board, as I mentioned before, has been around for like 20 plus years. There's not too many places online that you probably won't hear something about Bluehost. You'll find tons of reviews online, some good, some bad. But, with any web hosting provider out there, you're going to experience some issues, with it. What do you do when you have issues? Well, you call customer service. One of the things that I really love about Bluehost's customer service, especially when it comes to like resolving issues, is that the reps are very knowledgeable and they know what they're talking about. And I think that on average, they have resolved issues in a very, very timely manner. And I think that for me as a blogger and entrepreneur, that's extremely important because, when you think about it, all websites at some point, it doesn't matter if it's with Bluehost, SiteGround, DreamHost, or any other competitor that's out there, all websites at some point will experience some issues. That comes with the territory itself. What I think is unique about Bluehost is that they have really, really great customer service. It's fast, and they're very knowledgeable and courteous. And that's what I think, in my mind, really matters most. And I wanted to mention to you guys about that because it's very important that you align yourself with a web hosting provider that is responsive, especially if you just have simple questions, you're brand spanking new online, and you just want to know how to install plugins, or if this plugin is compatible with your website software, what have you. You may just have a simple question, but you can just pick up the phone, or you can take advantage of their chat service. It's 24/7, no matter where you guys live at. And you can definitely be in touch with a customer service rep who will answer your questions. So that's something that I wanted to mention that's extremely important in this Bluehost Basic web hosting review. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, is reliability. We talk about reliability, performance, uptime, and things of that nature. Bluehost maintains an average of 99.9% uptime. Why is that important? Well, if you create a website today, and your website is online, and your potential customers are online, and they're searching for your products and services online, and they see your website like in Google's results, and they click on it. If your website is down, then that means you're losing money. If your website is up, then that means you're making money. That's why uptime is so extremely important, guys. And with Bluehost, they maintain on average 99.9% uptime guarantee. Now, you should know that Bluehost, along with SiteGround, DreamHost, any web hosting provider out there, you should know and understand that all web hosting providers experience a small percentage of downtime, and that's simply just to provide service and maintenance to their servers that are already working like 24/7. So I mentioned that, that small percentile that's there, that 99.9%. Obviously Bluehost needs to service and maintain their servers as well, so they can keep up that great performance that they deliver to their customers itself. Bluehost has a 30-day money-back guarantee, guys. So what that means is that in the event you feel that, after purchasing today your Bluehost Basic Web Package, and you get your website up, if you think, a few days down the road or a few weeks down the road that, Bluehost is not for me, that you want to just switch or migrate your website somewhere else, then you just call up their customer service, and you can cancel your service. You get your money back. 100% guarantee. 30-day money back guarantee. So I wanted to mention that to you guys. That way you're well informed that Bluehost does have a money back guarantee. And, rest assured that you'll be satisfied with their services across the board. So what I wanted to do, guys, in this review is to highlight some bullet points. Of course, there are a lot of features, things that you can really learn that you probably have not heard, in this review. But I wanted to highlight some bullet points, things that I really love about Bluehost across the board. One, again, as I mentioned before, great customer service, really great performance across the board, like on their servers, with websites online. They have all of the tools, guys, SEO tools, and site builders that you'll need to get your website online today. Something else that I wanted to mention too that I almost left out is that when you get started today, one really good way to get your website off to a great start will be obviously promoting it online. I mean, you can create your website today. It could be the most beautiful website, but if people don't know about it, then, it's just a waste. And so a good way to give your website a boost, even before it's indexed in the search engines, is to use pay-per-click marketing. So pay-per-click, through Google, Bing, Bluehost is giving out $100 each in credits that you can use towards your marketing campaigns. I've used these personally, and I know that they work. When you get started as a new customer with Bluehost today, and you purchase your Bluehost Basic web hosting plan, you can definitely take advantage of those packages as well, those nice credits that they give you. So anyway, I'll leave all the details right below. That way you guys can get started. Again, the basic web hosting plan itself regularly starts at $7.99, but there's a really nice special that's going on. And for that reason, I wanted to share this review with you guys to help you to get your website and your business off to a really good start online, guys. So if you're new here again to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right below. That way, any videos that I put up in the future, guys, you'll be sure to receive them. There's some really good plugins that I wanted to finish up in this review that I think are really great. You know, once you get your website installed with Bluehost. Right now I have my, let me go to, yeah, so we go right here and you can see like different plugins, guys, that you guys will have at your disposal to add on. I think there are a lot of nice ones here. One obviously that you definitely need on your website is Yoast, which is really good for SEO, giving you metrics for your posts with keyword density, just to really help you to deliver the information to index faster, I should say, in the search engines itself. A really good spam plugin to install is Estimate. There's another one that I use that I really like. Type in anti-spam. Let me go to it. And there are a lot of them out there, guys. I mean, I think that when you start to install plugins on your website, you're going to be exposed to a lot. I mean, there are tons upon tons of plugins that are in here that you guys will have at your disposal. Clean Talk is a really, really nice one. But there's one that I use right now on my sites. Let me make sure it pops up when I type in anti-spam. And here it is, anti-spam. This one has over 200,000 active installations on it. I really, really like this one right here. The awesome thing about, I'm going to come back to this. The awesome thing about Bluehost, going back to like security and plugins, is that, with WordPress, you have access to a lot of plugins that you can install, once you get started. But something I almost forgot to mention, in addition to the SSLs, is that Bluehost performs daily scans on your website to be able to block it from things like malware and hackers. Extremely, extremely important. And that's something that you get across the board with any of their web hosting packages that they have here. Almost forgot that, guys. So you already know about the SSLs, daily scans on the websites itself to keep it super secure. When you go back to your WordPress directory and you log into your site itself, you'll see that you have access to different security, plugins that are really great for, again, blocking hackers, spam bots, things of that nature. This is a really, really good plugin to have on your websites itself. WordFence, it's very, very nice. Another great one is Security. That's a great one as well as iThemes. So I think the idea, guys, with plugins is that you don't really have to install like a lot of plugins. I think that if you have a good, 5 to 10 tops, on my websites, I have an average of 7 plugins on them. And I just wanted to share these with you guys in this Bluehost review before I let you go. And so another good one that I have installed on my website is Broken Link Checker. It's a great plugin. Once you start linking out to other websites, if a webmaster like updates their permalink or a link that's on their website itself, it'll alert you, and that way you can update it as well. So I really like that, because if you have broken links, on your pages and your customers or visitors are on your website and they click on a broken link, it might leave a bad impression, on them. So I think that's a really, really great, plug-in to install, guys. Another one is Social. This one right here, Social Media. Once you get your Bluehost website started today, add this plugin. This is a really great one, guys. Social media share button. So basically on your website itself, in the upper left or on the very bottom, depending on how you configure it, it's really easy to do. You'll have these sharing buttons right here that will be great. That way your visitors will be able to share your content online and be able to share it with others. That way you can get the word out about your websites itself. Another cool plugin that is really nice that I wanted to share with you guys is TDO. Now, TDO is a great plugin that you can install on your Bluehost website, guys. Because what it allow you to do is to conduct live chats with your customers. So somebody lands on your web page and a pop-up will be there and they can actually communicate. You can communicate with them. You can actually see on the back end what pages that they're on and how long they're on those pages. And you can actually message and offer your help. Sometimes you may notice on websites it may be the case where they say, hey, can I help you? Or, may I help you? You may have like a customer service rep. This is one of those plugins that allows you to do that. There's some others that are out there that allow you to do that, but this is one that I think will be really ideal for you to install with your Bluehost website itself, guys. So I know that I've gone off a bit on the rim, with this Bluehost basic web hosting review, but all my reviews, I just want to bring value to you guys. I wanted to go over briefly many of the features that come with Bluehost's basic web hosting package itself. Again, it allows you to get one website. You to create one website with 50 gigabytes of storage. You get unmetered bandwidth, free SSL certificates, and you get the 25 subdomains and 5 park domains that'll come, with this plan itself. Okay, guys. So check out the links that are right below, and I hope you guys so much success, guys, in your endeavors of creating your websites online today. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the very end of this Bluehost review today. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of myself. I kind of like bounced here and bounced there, but the main objective of this Bluehost basic web hosting review is to help you guys to see not only how you can save big right now on your web hosting, but again, to get your website off to a really good start. So if you guys like this video, you like what you heard, give this video a like right now, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.